coming on Wednesday. So we're talking all about these wind speeds. I sat down with Jason Laney from the National Weather Service yesterday to talk about our windy season and to debunk whether or not we are officially in it. Here's what he had to say. Well, I'm here with Jason Laney. He's a warning coordination meteorologist with the National Weather Service of El Paso. Thank you for joining us today, Jason.
Oh, thanks for having me. We're about to have a busy season ahead of us.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. So talk to me about windy season. What does that mean, and when will we expect our most windy months, I should say?
Well, you know, typically people around here like to think that the windy season is March, April, and May. But what people don't really realize is we can be windy all throughout the year. But if you go back and look historically, our winds tend to start cranking up about the middle of February. So we start in February, we peak in March and April, and then we start to wind the winds down some in May. So if you've had a little too much wind already, I'm sorry, because there's going to be some more. You can kind of see some of the most recent windy days we've had out there. Once the trees are in bloom, well, things begin to change. So I put together some numbers. That's what we do as weather people, right? And this graph, it's really nothing super special, but it does kind of show you exactly what we're talking about. When it comes to winds, and I base this on 50-mile-per-hour winds at the airport, March, obviously a little windier than April, and based on the advisories that we issue, kind of the same thing there as we start to see our advisories, the frequency of those beginning to ramp up in the coming months. So wind is most definitely on the way.
Right, so we're talking about wind advisories. What does that mean exactly for anybody who might be a little confused to why a wind advisory will be put in place?
Well, believe it or not, it's all based on the actual wind speed. Again, just so you know when it comes out, a wind advisory is typically issued when our sustained winds are going to be between 30 and 39 miles per hour. If they cross 40 miles per hour or gust to 58, then it becomes a high wind warning. But a wind advisory is plenty to cause lots of troubles with blowing dust.
And so we are right there, almost in our springtime. What does our spring outlook look like as of right now?
Right now, temperatures doing pretty good. You mentioned earlier that we're warming up out there. We're going to stay mild, it looks like. But in contrast to a typical spring that's very, very dry, we're actually seeing El Nino giving us a little better chance at the occasional rain shower during the spring.
Wow, I'm looking forward to that. Jason, thank you so much for joining us. And stay tuned with your local weather authority and, of course, National Weather Service for all of your latest weather updates.